All right, YouTube, coming to you out of Detroit. This is a late night edition. Stayed up late to give you this story. And the story is when you look at the media and how they shaping images and the narrative, I want y'all to pay attention to how they tell these two stories about what's going on in the young Dolph case and what just happened with Quando Rondo. I want you to, and shout out to AK-47 out of Cleveland, because I'm going to use this clip. Fair usage and commentary purposes, YouTube guidelines. Hold on. All right. Let's check out this first story dealing with young Dolph.
Man once named as a person of interest in young Dolph's murder has now also been killed. Family members confirmed Joshua Taylor was found shot and killed in Orange Mound yesterday afternoon, leaving that community on edge as they worry who might be next. WREG's chief investigator Jessica Gertler uncovered some new details about Taylor and his possible connection to that young Dolph case. What do you know, Jess?
Well, Greg, this goes back to February 2020.
Okay, now listen. They don't have no evidence to prove or say that he had a connection with young Dolph case or whatever. This is what they're saying. But listen how they tell the story.
Joshua Taylor was named as a person of interest in young Dolph's death, but he was never charged. Tonight, police are remaining tight-lipped about this latest incident. Loved ones shared these photos of Joshua Taylor, the father of two, the latest victim of gun violence in Memphis. They were too upset to do an interview, but Tellis Taylor, also known as CEO Teasy, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those who live nearby tell us Taylor was actually shot the night before, discovered lifeless in a car hours later. MPD says the investigation is ongoing, refusing to answer any questions about the case or whether it has any link to Memphis rapper Young Dolph. In November 2021, Dolph was killed outside a South Memphis cookie store. 3 months later, MPD called Taylor and another man persons of interest. Taylor was reportedly questioned but never charged. Those close to the case tell us Taylor is part of a group, the same group linked to the suspects charged in connection with Dolph's murder.
It's sad, it's very sad, it's awful.
Taylor's death has left the community on edge, as many fear the violence isn't over, that retaliation will only continue. Last week, Jamarcus Johnson pleaded guilty to 3 counts of accessory after the fact in Dolph's murder. Johnson was accused of helping the alleged shooters, one of them being his half-brother, get away.
He has to tell the truth. Okay. That's what this was the guilty plea is hinged on. He has to tell the truth.
Jamarcus Johnson is out on bond. He'll be sentenced in August. We've asked the DA's office if he'll get any protection, but haven't heard back. And going back to Taylor's killing that happened yesterday, loved ones tell us this loss has really hit them hard. They're just devastated, especially for his children. Now, Greg, I just checked my email and I did hear back from the DA's office. They were saying they're limited on what they can say, so their investigation isn't compromised. But of course, we're going to continue to press for answers.
Yeah, and you're right. Those left behind are always the ones who suffer the most.
Yeah.
All right, Jess, thanks.
Okay, then they following this up with the guy that's testifying. I'm going to show you this other one. This other clip. I'm going to show you this other clip. AK-47 talking about Quando Rondo. But I want you to see how they paint the narrative. They say the community is expecting more retaliation. What is the police doing? I mean, like, the media is starting to sound worse than the bloggers. Check out AK-47.
You put the one with Lil Pab getting killed and him saying no, the infamous no.
I'll start from back here.
Sold drugs to an informant and some other charges. The news absolutely disrespected this man. Out of all the clips you could put up on that news, you put the one with Lil Pab getting killed and him saying no, the infamous no. Quit the horse playing, man. That's a smack to the face, I feel like. And the news is getting out of control. What's up with our news, man? Y'all put the man at his lowest moment in the world. Yeah, Quando Rondo lost his friend. Look at the clip, y'all.
Rapper Quando Rondo is in jail this morning after he was arrested in a sweeping indictment. WJCL's Nakaya Carrero is joining us live this morning. And Nakaya, what can you tell us about this case?
Emma, in my hand is the 17-page, 49-count indictment laying out the charges against Quando Rondo and 18 others that they are facing this morning. The rapper, whose real name is Tyquin Bowman, is accused of being the leader of the Rolling 60s gang here in Savannah. He's also accused of distributing drugs. The indictment says he drove to Macon to pay his supplier for marijuana. We want to remind you, a new Georgia law is cracking down on gang involvement. It adds a mandatory 5-year prison sentence for anyone convicted of a gang crime and 10 years for those convicted of recruiting minors into a gang. Now, the man you see here screaming in pain is rapper Quando Rondo. Last August, moments after he was involved in a deadly shooting in California, Rondo was clearly upset as authorities pulled his friend who was shot and killed from an SUV covered in bullet holes. Now, there is a similar ongoing trial in Atlanta with various well-known artists there. We'll have more on that coming up in 30 minutes. Emma?
You got the news in Memphis. Yeah, we heard it's a hit from PRE, Dolph's gang. Like, whoa, what's up with the news? Bro, our news is out of control. But I think we made old Quando Rondo a little apology. See, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. When Pee Wee Longway get on Vlad and he say, "Nah, I ain't no Crip," that's basically denouncing his gang. When other people do interviews, "No, I ain't no Crip." Even Kuda B just did an interview. "I ain't no blood. I ain't related to the blood." All that, right? But when Quando Rondo did it, we clowned the man. But this is why he did it, man. I think when Lil Pab got killed and he seen gang unit and all that investigating, he said, "Whoa." And how all the Crips was just on him. I apologize, Quando, because I see what you was trying to do. You was trying to avoid this Rico. They said he's the leader. This is what I don't get. Quando, don't be no simp now. I seen your post that you made to the girl. "Oh, it's us forever." No, it ain't. No, it ain't. She probably getting some PP from another dude right now. Don't think like that, bro. You going to jail with the wrong mindset, man. Because if you catch wind that she's out doing what she's doing or anything like that, you going to be sick, bro. Do not be naive, man. And think that girl, one, is supposed to.
All right, shout out to AK-47 on that. This is a brave new world. Look at the news and look at the internet and how it's connected. Look at how they shape a narrative that almost makes you think you're living in some type of science fiction movie if you think about it. Like The Running Man or one of the futuristic movies where you can watch people be deleted live on Facebook, on Instagram. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention. And this was a little something different because we're talking about young Dolph's case and we're talking about Quando Rondo. But the big picture is how they being portrayed in the news. I just did 2 stories on Lil Boosie. I mean, just you name it's going on. So tell me what y'all think about this and what you think about the news. Is it newsworthy? Is it interesting? Because these are people's lives that they're really talking about. Families, celebrities, all the way down to the common people every day on the street. So, same to you out of Detroit. Keep your head on the swivel. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.